sponge like none other. Hello guys, I left you guys hanging. I recently shared an Amazon favorites home decor edition, and it was very popular here on the channel, and I asked you guys if you would be interested in like Amazon favorites in my kitchen, and there was an overwhelming response that yes, you guys wanted it, and then I left you hanging for like a month. So we're hopping back in. I'm gonna share my kitchen favorites from Amazon. This is actually probably good timing because some of these items could be used for the upcoming gifting season, so I'll point out some of those that I think would be really lovely. The last item they'll say for last was actually something I asked for my like stocking stuffer last year from my husband Dominic, and I've gotten so much use out of these. I just think they're beautiful and functional, which leads me to my quote for the day. Quote for the day, guys. You guys get a quote. Buckle up. You guys always like when I share quotes on here. So this one is from William Morris. I saw this in a book in a bookstore actually recently, and I scribbled it down. Well, I took a picture of it. So the quote is, "Have nothing in your home that you do not know to be useful or to believe to be beautiful." I think that's perfect, especially for the kitchen. Why not have things that are also both, like functional and beautiful? So those are all these items here, I believe, most of them are beautiful as well, but also like super functional. My tried and true. All right, so let me introduce you to my first favorite, and that is a sponge like none other. A sponge that you will never have to throw away. Well, eventually you will. These last me like about 6 months, and I use one and then I switch it with the other one. What I mean by that is I have one in my sink, and then when I run the dishwasher, I put that one in the dishwasher and I take this one out. So they're always flip-flopping. So I guess I use like 2 for every 6 months or so. They are these super scratchy. They start really scratchy and then they get a little bit softer as you use them more. And they are dishwasher safe, and I just think these are like, everyone should know about these. They don't damage your pans, supposedly. I don't think they've damaged my pans. I've been using these, I think, for like 3 years. So I stand behind these. They come in this black color, and then they also come in this rainbow color, which is a little more unfortunate, but my husband ordered these. I fixed the mistake and bought these, but we still have these that we need to use eventually. And I will link all of these products down below. I may earn a small commission if you choose to purchase at no extra cost to you. I did want to mention too, before we move on, sorry, super quick, is dough. Like I make a lot of bread, and dough will like ruin a sponge. Like you pretty much have to throw it away after dough touches it. Not these. Throw them in the dishwasher and all the dough like comes off. So something I've noticed. It's amazing. I don't know how it works, but I love it. Okay, this next item could be a gift idea, I think, and that is Cookbook. So I'm gonna share my 2 like favorites right now. I have been using this one a lot, Magnolia Table by Joanna Gaines. The chocolate chip cookies in here. It's the only recipe of chocolate chip cookies that you should ever use, in my opinion. They're so good. And then also, I just got this one recently. It's Easy Weeknight Dinners by New York Times. I really enjoyed this one. I have been trying to add some more sauce to my life, metaphorical and literal sauce. So they have a really delicious chimichurri sauce that I made recently in here. I've made it twice now. And then they have this super delicious, this one, ranch, that is so good. It's made with yogurt and mayo and a bunch of chives, which I grow in my garden, and my goodness guys, so good. These are ones that I think are like manageable. Like I get a little bit intimidated with cookbooks. There's a few more that I have that in my like on my wish list that I want to get eventually, but these are very manageable for the season of life that I'm in as a busy mama of 3 little boys. Speaking of adding sauce to my life, another area that I've been trying to up is my coffee game. You guys know that I switched to decaf recently, like since Cassian was born. So like in the past 7 months, I've been drinking only decaf coffee, but I still love the taste of it. But then I switched to instant decaf because I was like, well, I'm not even having any caffeine. I might as well just have instant. And it's like getting worse. And now I just like haven't even been drinking it because I just don't enjoy it. Well, that is changing because I'm going back, and I'm going back strong. We're going back to an espresso machine. So I've never used an espresso machine. It really actually intimidated me a lot. But a huge thank you to Gevi for sponsoring today's video and sending me over their compact espresso machine with milk frother. I have a special discount for you as well, which I'll share, stacked on top of their already discounted Black Friday deal. So I'll tell you about that in just a second, but let me show you how this works. First, we're filling it up with some water. Now, because this is fancy coffee here that we're making, I've got a few tricks that I want to share. And the first one is filling up your cup with with hot water first. You know, you don't want to put hot coffee into a cold cup. That just, not in this house. The coffee maker includes a basket for both a single shot and a double shot. I'm going with a single shot here. Then you can use any type of coffee grounds. Scoop these into your chosen basket and tamp these down really well. I love that this espresso machine is beginner friendly, but still makes you feel like a real barista. So once you press the on button and all of the lights turn blue, it means you are ready, and you can insert the portafilter into the machine, twist it to the right. Mine was a little tight because I inserted a lot of grounds, and then you press start. You can watch the gauge go into this blue zone here, which is the ideal pressure to get the perfect espresso. But we're not done yet. Next, we are going to froth some milk with the automatic milk frother. This part feels extra fancy, and my kids are always wanting to watch and taste the milk fluff, as we call it in our house. This milk froth function is beginner friendly, easy to use, and doesn't require any weird, tricky angles. This both warms the milk and froths it, and let me tell you, it gets nice and hot enough that you don't want to keep your hand on the bottom for too long. I have not figured out how to do any beautiful latte art, but I can vouch that this stuff tastes delicious, and my husband agrees. I'll show you his reaction as well. I love that this Gevi compact espresso machine does not take up a ton of space on my counter. It's budget friendly, and it creates cafe quality espresso every time.
Got something for you. Is it?
So the machine is already over $70 off before Black Friday, but you can use the code EG05 off for an extra 5% stacked on top of that. Now let's get back to this list. Right, number 3, this one could be a gift item as well. I got this recently to upgrade from my very basic one that I had on the counter that was just ugly. But tea kettle. I use this all the time, an electric tea kettle, and I think this one is so cute. Like, it looks like a tea kettle, right? It was affordable, so it would be a fun little gift idea maybe for someone who likes more aesthetic things on their counter and everything. The brand, I think it's called Smeg. They make like a very similarly looking one, but it's very expensive. All of their appliances are like super cute, but they're, you know, they're an investment. And so I just wasn't up for doing that. And so I found that one and I really love it. And it works great. Number 4 is another thing that I've been using quite a bit. And that is these rags. I think they're made out of bamboo. This one is like half damp and half dry. So I could actually show you. So when they are dry, they're like super like cardboardy feeling. And then when they're wet, they feel super like flexible and everything. And what is awesome about these is they never smell because they like just dry so fast, and then you can put them into your washing machine. They come out great. I do need to order like a new one. This pack, they come in like a pack of 5 or so, and then some of mine were starting to get holes in them because they were just used a lot, and so I just need to order another one. But those lasted me like almost a year, maybe not quite a year, but I really like this print, so I'll definitely link this print. It kind of reminds me of like Indian block print, and it works so much better than paper towel in cleaning the countertops. Speaking of cleaning the countertops, I have a formula that is working so well in our house, and that I have like shiny countertops. They will show any like little like streakiness into it, which is great because I know that they're clean when they're clean, because I can see that they're clean and I know when I need to clean them. But I found that vinegar and water works really well. So I mix vinegar and water in one of these amber glass bottles, and that is my next item. And so what I love about these is that they feel like luxurious and nice when you're using them. You can refill them. I add a little bit of essential oil. I'll link down below some of my favorite essential oils. I love the smell bergamot. I've been using that one a lot. If you hear the voice, Dominic is helping them get packed for their sleepover at grandma's tonight. And so I have tried other bottles, amber bottles, and they haven't worked as well as these. They tended to like come unscrewed, and then like the glass would fall, like this would fall and it would spill everywhere. So I do like these a lot. And then I also put some Castile soap in this one. Castile soap is just like a non-toxic, mild detergent cleaner. I use this on anything that's like wood. I also clean my stainless steel appliances with this, and it leaves like, doesn't leave streaks. If you use something with water and vinegar, it does leave streaks, but this doesn't, I found. But I will note that I have found Castile soap to be a lot more expensive on Amazon, so definitely get that at like Walmart or something. You can get a big one for for cheaper than on Amazon. I think just because it's heavy, so it's like more expensive to ship. Number 5 is the cast iron skillet. This is the holy grail of my kitchen. Just kidding. But this is like my probably most used pan, and I didn't actually use it for the first like 3 years of our marriage because I didn't understand how to use it, and I thought you couldn't use soap on it, and like technically you're not supposed to, but you can. It'll be fine. I use this, and then I use soap, use this, clean it up, turns out fine, put it back onto the stove and wipe some olive oil in it, and it is ready to go. We like making our eggs in here when we like fry them, and just put a ton of olive oil in there, put the eggs in there, put a lid on top. That is super key. And then when you're done with it, you don't even have to like wash it again. You just spray it with the sprayer in the sink, and like any little bits of the egg come off and nothing sticks. So like you don't even have to do dishes. Some people might think that's gross, but I don't think that's gross because then you're heating it up again like really hot to cook the next thing. So, and you're not leaving anything in there besides the oil. So number 7 is something that I don't know why I didn't have for so long in my kitchen, and that was this like microwave cover thing with magnets. This makes it so nice that you don't have to like store your microwave cover on the countertop or in a drawer or in the microwave, but it just goes up and just like stays there. Genius. There's a lot of different designs of this. This is just the one I've had forever. I'll see if I can find a more aesthetically pleasing one and link that one below, but this one works really well. It's functional, it gets the job done. No one sees it because it's inside my microwave up there. Another thing that makes my life easier, simpler, quieter in this chaos of a house is these little things. Can you see that? You probably have no idea what this is. Well, this is a hinge door blocker. So you put this inside the hinge of your cabinet doors, and it makes it so that they only open to, I think it's 85 degrees open, which makes it so it doesn't like hit the other cabinets or hit the walls, which is so nice. It's just very luxurious. It's like we have soft door like hinge drawers, and the cabinets are soft door closed, which is so nice. It's luxurious. But even if you don't have that, you can order these little babies. You got to make sure that it fits your type of door hinge because everyone has like different types. But I'll link the ones that have like that we used for our Home Depot cabinets, and these have been great. There's a few more places that I need to add them though. I actually lost this baggie for a little while and I just found it, and I was like, I should add that to my list of favorites and use this as an opportunity to put them in as well. So I'll put some B-roll of doing the before and after of that. I feel like all of these I'm showing you were like the very functional things. There were some beautiful things, but a lot of these are functional, but the last item is very beautiful as well. So this item is number 9, which is the silicone muffin top pans. I don't know what they're called exactly, but I don't use them for muffins. I actually use these for our eggs. So what we really enjoy is spraying these with olive oil and then putting cracked eggs in there, like with the yolk whole and everything, baking them 350 for 17 minutes. Exactly 17 will leave you like a nice runny egg texture in the middle, at least in my oven. And then we eat these on English muffins. I don't like having to wash the pan in the morning, so I make these, and it just makes it a little bit easier. It was a little hack that I learned, so I thought I would share with you guys if you need your mornings simplified a little bit. All right, before I give you number 10, I would so appreciate if you guys give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know if any of these items are ones that you have in your kitchen or if you learned anything new. I'm gonna be back next week with some DIYs. That was actually the video I wanted to do this week, some DIY gifts that are like super affordable, cheap, quick and easy to make, but are beautiful. So I'm gonna be sharing that so you guys can like get those started if you're interested in making those for family or friends this year, but they need to dry a little bit longer. So I'm gonna be back with that one very soon, as well as some decorating for Christmas because it is upon us. I wanna get this house all ready and decorated. All right, so the last item is these. You might not think of these as a kitchen item, but I mean, I always have scissors in my kitchen, and these are the most gorgeous scissors, and they are so affordable. I believe they're less than $10, but aren't they gorgeous? So I don't think that they're brass. I think they're stainless steel, and then they're painted to look like gold, but I love the color of them. I would love to have a spot that I could hang them in my kitchen. Currently, I don't. We have some ideas of where we can do that, but I do keep them out in this basket that's in my kitchen, and it keeps them out of the drawer that the kids can get into because they are very, sharp. So just keep that in mind if you have littles, or if you're opening a package, don't do it like this with that. I have cut myself with these scissors doing that. So you've been warned. But that is all of my Amazon favorites for the kitchen. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Stick around so that you don't miss what's coming next for the holidays. I think it's gonna be really great. So I hope you all had a very blessed week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. You never know what you're gonna get at the bins, but this time was perfect. Christmas items, vintage